Alright, what's good, y'all? Y'all came here to know what the best budget cards in the game are. So, without further ado, literally, let's just jump straight into it. First off, I gotta talk about these All-Star cards. All-Star Pink Diamonds. So many good budget guys. For centers, Derek Lively, the center position is really kind of limited right now. Derek Lively, it's like 8 to 12K. He's just all around, just a really good big man. He can shoot a little bit. His jump shot isn't awful. You definitely gotta shoot around with it to get used to it. Physicals are really good. He's fast. Good badges. Now he is missing some perimeter defensive badges like on ball menace, challenger. I think he might be missing interceptor, which I would add. Yeah, okay. He has a movable, but then I would add some badges to him. Some other good, really good pink diamond guys. Julian Strother, I love this card. I think he is super underrated. He's like 8 KMT. There's a lot of good two guards in this set though. Like the shooting guard position is the most stacked position in this game by far. From top of the line cards to literally budget guys. Andre Jackson's also a really good guy. He's 6'6". He has 99 dunking, 89 three ball with a decent jump shot. Defense is really good. Comes with a bunch of defensive badges. Julian Strother, 92 three ball, one of the most player jump shots in the game. 90 dunk, really good defense. Rebound a little bit, not the craziest though. Physicals are pretty good. Bunch of shooting badges, really good. You also got Amen Thompson, Bilal Coulibaly. You need to buy them. Doesn't matter what level you're at, you should have both of them. I don't have Bilal yet. I need to buy him again. Amen Thompson though, this guy, he's like 16 to 20K. You need him. You need him. He plays on my team. I'll show you on my team. He plays on this team. That's how good he is. I love this card. He is like one of my favorite cards in the game. He just moves really well with the ball. His jump shot's easy. He has Pro 3 fade, which is a little weird, but it's better than normal fade. Dunks out of this world. Defense is out of this world. Rebounds really well. I mean, perfect physicals. Hella badges. Half rebound chaser, I'm pretty sure. You need to buy him. You need to buy him. You need to buy him, and you need to buy Bilal off your budget. You need to. Either way, you need to run them. They're top, both I would say top 12 to 15 shooting guards. I would say he's top 10. I would say he's like 10 to 12 range. They're ridiculous. Like, you need to get them. You need to get them. Other really good budget guys, Stephon Castle for the point guard position. He's like 40, yeah, he's like 35 to 40K. He's a 6'7" point guard that just can play defense, good jump shot, ball handling isn't awful. He can play switch all. He's a tall point guard that can play defense and do everything a little bit pretty well. He's just really good. You need to get him. Sar, I'm not a huge fan of this guy. He's like 60,000 MT. I'm not a huge fan of him, but he is not a bad power forward altogether. I mean, he's a tall power forward who can shoot and do everything pretty well, but a little slow. Perimeter defense is a little lackluster because of how slow he is, but he is a good card and he can run. Brandon Miller is underrated. He's really good, scoring, tall, two guard. I thought this Bub Carrington would be a lot better than he is. Buzelis was a good budget guy. He was like kind of like similar to Paulo, but then he went up because of the dunk challenges, so he's not even that really budget anymore. But he was someone I was really high on. And if your budget for a power forward is like 100K, I would 100% get this Şengün. I did a gameplay on him. He is a demon offensively. Defensively, he's a little lackluster, but if you have him next to a really good defensive big man, you're perfectly fine. I would definitely run him at the 4. James Harden, okay, he's not budget anymore, but if you want to get some of these upper class guys, Evan Mobley, he went up. AD, is you cheap? Damn, no. I'm just looking at these guys for the first time in their price, but Pascal also isn't bad, but I definitely would say get Şengün if you want an Opal all-star guy. Jalen Williams, not that great. Darius Garland's fun, but not like a competitive card. Same with Trae Young, same with Dame, same with Tyler Hero, same with Kyrie. Other really fun, underrated pink diamonds are... This Hame is really good if you never got the diamond. He's not bad. I wouldn't get him because he's small forward, but he is good if you need him for like salary cap. Tristan da Silva is a really good all-around power forward. He has like 85 plus every stat. He has a bunch of badges. He's just good all around. Casey Wallace, he's underrated. He is one of the best jumpers in the game, and his ball handling isn't bad, and he can play defense. Not bad. That's just for the all-star cards. The second thing we're going to talk about is these exchanges. If you're a budget player, if you're not a budget player, make sure you get Jason Richardson. He's a top, I would say, definitely a top 4, top 3 shooting guard in the game. He's probably 3. You gotta get him. You gotta get him. He's easy to get. Do the free challenges. Also get Zach LaVine, the Zach LaVine duo. Even if you don't want to run Aaron Gordon, just run Zach LaVine. If you need a big man, Dwight Howard, he can run. He's fine. Glenn Rice I wouldn't get because the small forward position is really stacked, but he isn't a bad card altogether. And then when it comes to like the diamonds and the Ammies, none of these guys are great. I mean, Kenneth Faried isn't that bad, so you can get Kenneth Faried. But that's all I would get really for like the budget guys. But definitely make sure y'all get that Zach LaVine duo, and make sure you get Jay Rich. You need to get Jay Rich. No matter what level you play at, he is literally a top of the line. He plays on the best team in the game card, and he's easy to get. Now I'm gonna skip beats a little bit. For these challenges, if you're a budget player, make sure you do these. Now you're gonna need probably like 60 KMT to buy all these guys. Actually, you're gonna need more than that probably because Mac McClung might have went up. But last time I checked, he was 35 KMT. But make sure y'all do these challenges. They're easy. You just gotta play breakout on triple threat rookie difficulty and just dunk meter, set pick and rolls, pass it off, stuff like that. Make sure you do these. It's 2 free dark matters, and you need to get Jason Richardson. You need 5 opals. So that's 4 opal pieces, and then for Steph Curry, if you do not have Steph Curry, make sure y'all do these NBA Series 1 exchanges before you buy him for 60 KMT. You can do 2 of these if you don't already have unsellable Series 1 guys. It's a 1 in like 7 chance of getting Curry. Rubies are like 2,000 MT, I think, for NBA Series 1 rubies. So just do this exchange like 2 or 3 times, and then if you don't get Curry, then I would definitely save up and just get him, or just keep on gambling to get him. I mean, you can do it 6 times before you spend the MT to buy Curry. So I definitely would say do those and try to get Curry that way because it's cheaper. Now, back to budget guys. One of my favorite cards that dropped, I haven't even tried him out yet, Larry Keenan. He's like, what, 8 KMT right now? 7,500? This dude is so good. He's so good. Can play everywhere. Everything he's good at. He's 6'9". His jumper's butter. It's 78 3 ball is the only lackluster thing. He has 30 badges. He's only missing 10 badges in the game. Like, this dude, get him. I am about to buy him just to have him. That's how good this card is. Make sure y'all buy this card. So good. Other point guards y'all can get. John Starks. I did a gameplay on him. He is like 8 KMT because of super packs. 6'5" point guard. Really good jump shot. Ball handling isn't the greatest, but he has a good escape. He has a good fade. He has Pro 2 fade, so the best fade in the game. Defense is pretty good, and just has a good amount of badges. I do think he's not better than Stephon Castle, but he is really good. Alex English, also another really good small forward. He's like 6 KMT. He's basically Carmelo Anthony, but better defensively. A little worse offensively compared to the Opal Melo, but like he's very similar to the Opal Melo. Better defensively than the Opal Melo. A little worse offensively, but still is a really, really good offensive card. Has 22 badges. Really, really, really good card. From the locked-in set, none of these guys really play. Derek McKee still isn't a bad guy to get. He is good defensively, but he just is missing a lot of badges. I just wouldn't get him. Larry Keenan's just way better, and they're not that much far off in price. From this set, Beasley is still expensive. Jared Solinger, though, he's also another really good power forward. He is 30 KMT, so I would just get Tristan the Silva over him, but I did do a gameplay on him. Defensively is like defense he's a little but everything else he's really, really good. Make sure y'all pick up this Lmk Kawhi, and make sure y'all pick up Amy Herb Jones for salary cap. Tactician set, no one plays here. Terry DeShinger, make sure y'all get him. He's like 30 KMT. He is better than Rudy. He's just a better Rudy. Make sure y'all get him. Kwame Brown, make sure y'all get him. He's 6 KMT, really good. Luol Deng, I loved this card. He is also a really, 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 really good card. There's just so many small forwards. But Luol Deng's a good small forward to get. I would say Terry Shinger's basically a must-buy for starting off the game. You need a small forward that can score. Kwame is just a really good all-around power forward for like 7 KMT. Big C's a decent big man for a big tall guy. He is a little slow, and y'all aren't going to have Phil Jackson, so you need a speed coach with him. So if you don't open the box to get the coaches, I wouldn't buy Big Z, but he isn't awful. Jeff Green is also a really, really good small forward all around. Just can do everything. Like, the small forward position is stacked. It's just so stacked. Jerry Sloan's a good 3-and-D underrated shooting guard, but there's no point in getting him when the all-star guys are better. Larry Hughes is also an underrated point guard. He's just a defensive point guard, though. Stephon Castle is better. Explosive set, no one here plays besides Connie Hawkins, who is, wow, he is actually really cheap. Make sure y'all get Connie Hawkins too. If y'all want a small forward, there's so many guys you can try out. Connie Hawkins is probably going to go up because this is very limited on the auction house, but really good jump shot. I think he has Pro 3 fade or Pro 1 fade. Hoff rebound chaser. You can run with the 3 or the 4. He's really, really good as well. And then Hunt for Glory. Allen Houston's still underrated, but I would just probably get the all-star shooting guards over them. Gallinari's like 5 KMT, and he's not an awful small forward to get, but I think you should just get a bunch of the other guys I said first. You can probably, damn, Wilt was going for 120K yesterday, so he was going for that flat. And if you want to look at any of these past guys from these sets, none of these guys really are super good budget cards anymore, besides Greg Oden. He is still a really good underrated center, but he's like 50K, so I think you're better off just getting like Dwight Howard, Derek Lively, or like even, I didn't even talk about him. Daryl Dawkins is still a really good center too. So there's still a lot of guys y'all can get. But I would say that's probably the best budget cards to get. And you can, like, again, you can always look back at past sets if there's like cards of like players you're really big fans of. Like if you're Bulls fans and you like Kobe White, this card is still probably gonna be pretty cheap, I'd assume. Yeah, he's pretty cheap. Now, does he play right now? No, but is he still like a fun card? And if you're a Kobe White fan, can he run? Yes. But if you want the best budget cards, I would definitely just go after all the guys I was just naming. And John Isaac still isn't the worst guy to get if you want to get a really, really just like all tall. If you want to get like a super tall lineup for a budget small forward, you can get John Isaac too. But I would just get, mainly, I would go for the All-Star guys first. So get Bilal, get Amen Thompson, get Stephon Castle, get Sar, get Tristan da Silva, and then, or like Andre Jackson, Julian Strother, get Derek Lively, do the exchanges. Larry Keenan, I would say definitely John Starks if you want a point guard that isn't Stephon Castle or the Zach LaVine, but Zach LaVine is better than him. Alex English, really good cheap small forward as well. And then if we're going back to Lunar New Year, Jared Solinger is okay, but he's not better than Şengün, so I would honestly just get Tristan da Silva and then save up for like Şengün if you want a really good offensive power forward that is not as defensive oriented. But that's the best budget cards in the game, in my opinion, especially right now. Make sure y'all take advantage of all the All-Star challenges, exchanges, the pink diamonds, even some of the cheap opals. Make sure y'all get them. They're super good and just altogether really good. I might make a 100K MT squad builder. I definitely was looking at the cards. I definitely could do that. So let me know. Let me know if y'all want that, but deuces.